We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin. Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
hey Mike.
Go for it, kid.
We're live, pal. Once
Yeah.
again, for Go for the Pin, episode 78, with your boys Mikey Q and
King V, aka Gail Kim Possible. Hey Mike, what's the sitch?
Hey, bro. Wow, Gail Kim Possible. Yo, the theme song just went in my head. Oh man, we are here to talk about. We're here to talk. That was really good. We're here to talk about WrestleMania week from last week. What a week! Everybody that joined us last week, thank you. Shout out to DJ Knuckles. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Powerbomb Jutsu. Shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody in the comments, everybody that watched us on the replay, everybody that listened to us on audio, which you can find us at Spotify and Apple and every place that you listen to podcasts. But yes, we are here to talk about WrestleMania and everything that followed it, and everything that happened during the weekend. So, V, what a weekend, bro! What a weekend!
Wrestling overload, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
You know, there were some highs. There were some highs.
Is it like the medical plant? That's
I don't know what you're talking about. Actually,
let me just start off by saying
plant medicine.
Plant medicine. There we go. Yes, plant medicine.
Some plant
Sasha
medicine.
is really clever. I give her so much credit for that.
Yes.
Yeah, John. Hey, John. DJ Knuckles. What's up, bro? If you could come on for a little bit. You got all of the results, I guess, or whatever, and who won with their predictions or whatever. So if you get a chance, come on tonight. We'd love to have you on so we could follow up last week.
Yeah,
But,
the highs were high and the lows were low. Okay.
Yeah, they were. I'll send you that information, John. But yes. But you know what? I will start by saying that one of the nights was better than another night.
I agree.
But yeah. So before we get to WrestleMania, some kind of breaking news from earlier today. Nash Carter of MSK released by World Wrestling Entertainment. I am assuming that it's because of a picture that surfaced today, not necessarily because of some allegations from the past.
Because a couple of people got allegations and still are employed,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Nash Carter released by World Wrestling Entertainment. V, first of all, how do you feel about this? And secondly, what do they do with the NXT Tag Team Championship? Because MSK just won the Tag Team Championship at Stand and Deliver. No problem, Knuckles. I got you. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I've watched this unfold on Twitter, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I think I don't really have much to say. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like screenshots and texts, and I'm always gonna believe the victim first. Always. That's just unless I have no reason to. But it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna sit here and say that I don't believe her.
Yeah.
Because granted, look at the company. But at the same time, this is a slippery slope, because there's a lot of things happening, but I'm pretty sure it was that Nazi picture.
Yes, I am almost certain. Almost
which
certain.
is ironic considering Gunther, not the actual wrestler itself, but
Right,
just
right,
the
right.
name that they created.
Yeah.
So, uh, honestly, if it comes out that he was abusive, fuck him. Um,
Yeah.
they both need help.
hmm They being Kimberly and Nash Carter. Kimberly
They
is the person. Yeah.
both need help. She needs healing.
hmm
He needs something else, if this is the case.
hmm
But I feel bad for Wesley
Yes. Yes, I do too.
because
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna find a storyline way to not rescind the titles, but like vacate them. And
I'm thinking injury angle or something like that.
I
Maybe.
don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
Uh yeah, it's a tough situation for Wesley or Desmond Xavier.
Yeah,
And I feel for him because he's extremely talented, so I feel for him. Um, but I have a feeling that he's gonna be punished a little bit just because of this whole situation.
it sucks.
No fault of his own, by the way,
Yeah,
but it
he had
just kind of
nothing to do with it. But when spouses get involved, particularly
yeah,
his, when
yeah.
spouses get involved with screenshots, it's a lot happening. It's a lot. Wrestling Twitter was actually on fire today, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go clock out of that because it got to be too much, to be quite honest.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what else was too much. This past week was just too much
It
wrestling.
was
But
wrestling overload, wrestling
yeah,
overload.
so
It was too much.
I get some people saying that, well, if you're a wrestling fan, how are you complaining about it being too much wrestling? Because it's too much wrestling. Like, listen, I get it. This is, and I went on record last week on the show and said that WrestleMania week to me is more, I'm not gonna say more important, but I look forward to it more than my own birthday week. Like, this is the week I look forward to every year. Like, so I can understand people wanting it to be a lot of wrestling going on, right? However, there is a such thing as too much. Too much of anything is a bad thing.
That's
Okay.
true, but at the same time, during WrestleMania week,
Yeah.
there's something for everyone.
Right.
So, if you are watching everything, you can feel as if it's too much. But if
Yeah.
you're only like if you're casual, or if you're like for one company or if you're looking for one match, blase blase, then you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch that. When you do things that we do,
Yeah.
you try to keep up with everything,
Right.
and that's when it becomes too much. It was a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
That whole week it was a lot of wrestling. I watched almost every show. There's other shows that I need to catch up on, but I've watched almost every show that happened that whole entire week.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it started off really with I guess you can say SmackDown, but SmackDown was pretty much a video recap show for the most part. Like, SmackDown, you didn't really miss anything. I don't even
No,
think Roman was on the show. And they ended the show with Baron Corbin and McIntyre.
yeah,
Followed by the Hall of Fame. So did you watch the Hall of Fame?
I did.
Okay. What did you think about the Hall of Fame?
Um,
Your personal opinions about the headliner aside. I just had to make that perfectly clear.
just tell me this is Mike. Anyway, um, honestly, this was the less chaotic Hall of Fame that we've had, and that's with Scott Steiner with a live mic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it. I mean, I didn't. All the speeches were great. I think I got a little emotional when Shad got the Warrior Award and his widow and his son came out and JTG came out. They did the Crime Time handshake. I was like, oh god, no!
I
That
didn't
it
get
was
a
right
little
there.
emotional. I
It
got
was right
really
there.
emotional.
It was right there. I was like,
Yeah.
no, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
it was just everything was good. I really liked it, and considering my feelings about the headliner of it,
Yeah.
um, he had a good speech.
I thought
There
it
was
was
some
great.
ironic. There was a little bit of irony in there, when it comes about respect, because Kenyan. But anyway, um, that was the longest speech. I was like, okay, I was ready for him to wrap it up. I felt
But
like wrap
yeah,
it
go
up,
ahead.
Dan. Like I was like,
For those that got that reference,
I was like, oh my god,
I
like
think we should wrap this up. Yeah.
wrap it up,
Wrap it
Dan.
up.
But
Oh man.
it was a good speech for the most part.
Yeah.
That 10-15 minute standing ovation. Albeit how I
Yeah.
feel about him, it was deserved.
And
Um,
that was a moment. That
yeah,
was a moment.
yeah. So I don't have anything bad to say about the Hall of Fame.
I thought it was great. I mean, when when they was playing the video package for Shad, I
Mhm.
like full disclosure, I almost couldn't take it, bro. Like it was I
It was
Shad
hard.
Shad's death like really, really affected me. Like it
It
was
was hard.
yeah, yeah. And especially just seeing how great of a human being Shad was, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's sad, man. It really is. It's sad. And I, I couldn't imagine, like being in that situation where, you know, you, you save your kid and you lose your life.
Yeah,
Because it's just, man, just what a story, and it's like they chanted Shad's a hero, and I agree,
yeah. I
so
need to go ahead and change that award from someone who is completely, utterly awful,
yeah.
um, to the Shad Gaspard Hero Award, something like that. But get that piece of shit's name off that award. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
it's yeah, that part, it was really emotional. I was like, "Alright, B, you're not gonna get emotional here."
I was emotional. Like I
Like,
have no problem
you're
saying I was
not gonna
very
do it,
emotional.
you're not gonna do it,
And then
then
when they did when JTG and Shad's son did the thing that the
and
thing, they
and
did the thing.
and he jumped to reach his head up.
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, alright."
Oh man.
And that's when I
Yeah.
was like, "Alright, I need to, like, get up,
Yeah.
take a
Yeah.
walk, get
But
some
yes,
water."
right. But yeah, the speeches were very good.
They
I
were.
thought the Hall of Fame went really well, and yeah, I no problem with the Hall of Fame this year. Okay, during the Hall of Fame, there was another show going on because there's like 50,000 shows going on this weekend. Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor also took place that Friday night, along with Rampage. Rampage was also going on at the same time. Like it was just like,
Yeah, I didn't
guys,
watch
slow down.
Rampage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even remember what happened on Rampage, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying it was a bad show. I just don't remember. But anyway, at Ring of Honor though, you had FTR versus the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. A match that we've been waiting for, us as wrestling fans have been waiting for a very long time. And from what I hear, those teams delivered. I mean, I'm hearing they tore the house down. I'm gonna go back and watch the match. But I'm hearing they tore the house down. In the end, FTR beat the Briscoes. They are the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And the Triple I, say V, Triple I, Triple A. It's just Triple A. But yeah, I think it's Triple A is how they pronounce it there in Mexico. But all right. But yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna let
so
you. I'm no selling it.
I just I know I sold it for myself. Shawn Michaels sold it. But anyway, uh, but yes. So after the match, the Young Bucks come through the crowd, attack FTR, and set up a match for tonight as we record this on Dynamite. They had a match. I guess we could just get to it. And FTR is still your Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And if you did not see either one of those matches, oh my God, you guys need to check it out. You need to check out Dynamite, and you need to check out Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. First, before I talk about the other thing that happened that night on Supercard of Honor, How do you feel about FTR being the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, being the Briscoes here?
I mean, if FTR is gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do with Ring of Honor.
Mhm.
If they're gonna make it like, if they're gonna get a TV deal, um, I would like to see those belts defended on a Ring of Honor show,
Yeah.
like an actual TV show, like a weekly episodic show.
Oh God.
And
Company
I know,
line, pal.
I know somebody's gonna get mad at that. You know,
Yeah.
but no, seriously, I feel like Ring of Honor should have been like on national television.
Yeah.
I feel like back then they should have been. I understand why they weren't. I like FTR, so I have no problem with this.
They're great.
But I do want to talk about something that did happen. That's not AEW or Ring of Honor related.
Okay.
So for the culture, they had a show. I believe it was either Friday or Saturday. It happened during WrestleMania weekend.
Okay.
One match I want to point out. There's quite a few, but I just for the sake of time, one match I want to point out is STP versus
Shane Taylor Promotions, everybody.
Yeah, versus Hitmakers, formerly known as Hit Row.
Oh, that happened.
That was a fantastic match. It was really, really good. If you have not seen it, if you can, if it's on YouTube, if you buy it, now that show was worth the buy. So go ahead and support For the Culture. You know, watch their wrestling show. It was really, really good.
Okay,
I just want to point that out.
I'll check that out. Knuckles, we see Knuckles is in backstage right now. We'll get you on in a few minutes. But he's in Gorilla. Yes, he's in Gorilla. All right. The other thing that happened at Supercard of Honor, Samoa Joe shows up after a match. I think it was a match between Jonathan Gresham. Who did Jonathan Gresham work on Supercard of Honor? I'm blanking out here. It might have been Bandito. I think. If I'm wrong, correct me. I'm sure you guys will. You have no problem correcting people. But yeah, so that match happened. After the match, Jay Lethal came out there, was getting in the face of like Jonathan Gresham. Jay Lethal's apparently heel now. Sanjay Dutt was out there. They beat up Jonathan Gresham, and then Samoa Joe returns to Ring of Honor. And I guess also debuting for AEW, kind of by proxy here, you know. So Samoa Joe is all elite. Attacks Sanjay Dutt. Jay Lethal takes a powder, and they're building to anybody that saw Dynamite knows they're building towards now a Jay Lethal Samoa Joe feud. Apparently something's gonna happen next week in New Orleans. You know about New Orleans, right, V? Don't worry about it. So but yeah, so that match is gonna happen next week. So I thought that was good, and that's pretty much the news from Supercard of Honor from what I can remember. If there's anything else,
I didn't to watch it.
I didn't either.
It was just so much. But let's go ahead and bring DJ Knuckles on, so we can go ahead and review WrestleMania.
Yeah, DJ Knuckles in the building. Woo! What's going on, bro? How you feeling? Yeah.
Yes. All right, let me get my Barry Horowitz on real quick.
Yeah. How's it going?
How are you guys? How's everything? I can't complain. Well,
good.
No longer
long WrestleMania week.
A discreet location.
I see. I see.
Right after I get off.
Is that the boiler room?
No, we're actually under a tornado warning here. So.
Okay.
No.
Thought that was the Mankind and Undertaker. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit of bad weather, I guess, over there because it's breaking up a little bit. It's all good though. We're gonna try to get through it. Yeah, little bit of turbulence, but it's all good.
Just a little bit.
It's all good though.
Right.
I didn't catch the. We say that again. I missed
it. Completely missed that.
All right, and
Okay, so it's getting a little. I can't hear you. So what?
Oh man. Wait, we just gotta. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let me go and come back and try it again.
Okay.
So Gio Knuckles is going to try again.
No.
Dust yourself up and try again. All right.
All right. Well, while he's getting situated, NXT Stand and Deliver happened before WrestleMania. So, and V, what'd you think about Stand and Deliver? Oh, wrong.
Wrong one.
Yeah, right.
Not gonna lie, I did not like the pay-per-view.
Can you? Okay, hold on. Can you see the comment? Oh, let me see.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent pay-per-view before the Jackass match. We're not at WrestleMania yet. We're actually talking about NXT Stand and Deliver right now. We are gonna get there.
Yeah,
we are definitely gonna get there.
Was that Antoine? Okay, yeah. Okay. We will get there. And I actually disagree, but not this. It was good. I'm not. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. Let's get to NXT Stand and Deliver. Okay. So in the pre-show, Raquel and Dakota won the NXT Tag Team Championships. Very proud for Dakota, and I'll leave it there. I was up until this past.
Very happy for Dakota and Dakota only.
Yeah, I'll leave it there. I do like Toxic Attraction though, so but okay, that happened. And then the show opened with the ladder match. Cameron Grimes won the NXT Championship, and not that one. Won the North American Championship in the ladder match. Some crazy spots there. I like the spot with Grayson Waller doing the elbow drop and hitting the ladder. Sick bump he took there. Sokoa did like a sunset flip bomb to, I think it was Carmelo Hayes.
It was.
Yeah. Crazy bump there. So we had some really innovative things there. I thought it was a solid match. What did you think about this?
Great match, wrong result.
Okay. You kind of knew that Cameron was gonna win though after the story about his father and all of that stuff. Like I know I didn't pick him. I don't think any of us really. No, maybe one of the Powerbomb Jutsu people picked him, but yeah, you knew after that story that they was gonna put it on Cameron Grimes. And I hadn't watched NXT when I did my prediction, so if I would have saw that, probably would have chose Cameron. But all right. What else happened on this show? MSK wins the tag team championships as we already discussed.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're gonna have to drop. Well, Wes Lee is gonna have to drop that tag team title because Nash Carter, as we already said, does not work for WWE anymore. He was released earlier today. More to come, I guess, on that story. But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. I thought it was a good tag team match. What did you think? Yeah. What did you think?
It was okay for what I saw.
Okay.
You know, I was in the middle of
plant medicine.
Tasty treats.
And,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with plant medicine. That is that's ill. That is ill.
I don't have to be obvious about it. Plant medicine.
Plant-based medicine.
Yeah, I bet. All right. Yeah, I thought it was solid tag team match. Mandy Rose retained the NXT Women's Championship. Dakota Kai is getting a shot at the tag team championship. Okay, I guess we could just cover NXT as we go along here. From this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
show Dakota, was awful. Sorry.
Dakota and Raquel, I don't think it was awful, but Dakota and Raquel defended their tag team titles. They lose the tag team titles back to Toxic Attraction. And this is what I was talking about, I think, before we went on air. Stand and Deliver literally was a waste of time because everything they did, they're redoing it anyway. They're redoing it the way that they wanted to do it in the first place. So Stand and Deliver was kind of a waste of time. Like, so because they're doing Dakota versus Mandy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thanos snapped, and then Iron Man snapped it back. and then it's okay. It's gonna go over your head. It's fine.
I know who Iron Man is.
It really feels like they really made Stand and Deliver a pointless pay per view, by doing what they did on NXT. And honestly, really quick, wrestling crowds really suck the fun out of a show.
No, the performance in the crowd sucks the fun out of the show. But I'll let you continue.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, it's not just the performance center. It was Raw too, but it's I don't even know. Wrestling fans are in a weird space right now. I mean, they're weird in general.
Yeah.
But it's like I just don't understand. The crowd was very annoying.
Yeah.
Which kind of took away from me actually liking the show.
Yeah. Well, the NXT crowd is terrible anyway, but and I don't necessarily mean the crowd that was in Dallas. I mean the NXT crowd that's there at the Performance Center every week. You guys are horrible. But yeah. So Mandy retains. Okay. Dakota's getting a shot at the title. I think Dakota and Raquel dropped the tag team titles this week so that Dakota can win the women's championship next week against Mandy Rose. I think that's where we're going here.
What was the point of the fucking Dusty Class? Oh God. Okay. The women's tag team Dusty Class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what happened. Like, they were doing so well up until this point. I think this week was all over the place at NXT. To me, let me rephrase that. To me, and it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't enjoyable.
Well, I mean, they gave us Braun Breaker versus Walter for free on television.
That was good.
It was really good. So let's just keep going. Walter beats LA Knight, and then Walter gets a tag team title. Why am I talking about tag team? You know why? Because Imperium broke up. But okay, so I'll get there. Walter beats LA Knight. And Breaker does the job to Ziggler in the main event, but then beats Ziggler on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you see what I'm like?
I think the idea was for Braun to win in front of more people because more eyes is on Raw than it is on NXT. So they probably wanted to give the kid a big win on television. But what was the point of the pay-per-view match then? That was my whole thing, So, and WWE, please don't ever, 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 ever again run NXT at 1:00 in the afternoon Eastern time. Please don't do that on WrestleMania Saturday.
Let me tell you. John Legend's first album?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. All right, I had a moment. All right. Research John Legend's first album for anybody that didn't get that. But anyway, so okay, I thought I had a comment, but no. Anyway, so that was Stand and Deliver. Pretty much. I did not think it was one of the better NXT takeovers. Are they even still calling it takeover? I don't even think they are.
No, but it gets a 1 count from King V.
Wow, a 1 count. It was that bad.
See, I would have said 2 count if they wouldn't have done what they did on NXT Tuesday. So yeah, it gets a 1 count for me because it was useless. It was pointless.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give it a 1 count. I'll give it a 2 count. I didn't think the wrestling was bad. I just think that like sense wise, it made no sense. But the wrestling, all of the athletes went out there and performed. So I'll give it a 2 count just for the in-ring work. Yeah. That was Stand and Deliver. Let's keep going here because this is not going to be a 3-hour show like we did last week. No. All right. WrestleMania night 1. Let's get to it.
Now, question, Mike.
Yes.
Are we rating each show or the show as a whole?
That's a great question.
I feel like we should rate this show as a whole
Okay.
because I don't think it would be fair.
Okay.
Me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with that. Okay. WrestleMania 38. The WrestleMania that Bobby Heenan said that Iron Sheik would finally be done walking to the ring at WrestleMania 38. He said that back at WrestleMania 17. We're finally at WrestleMania 38. Bobby Heenan had a famous line. Whoa, Iron Sheik won't make it to the ring until WrestleMania 38. And now we're at WrestleMania 38. I was looking forward to seeing it.
Very obscure.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was very obscure.
Look it up. It was at the Gimmick Battle Royal back at WrestleMania 17.
It was. That was very obscure.
Bobby
very
Heenan
weird.
and Mean Gene Oakland, both rest their souls. Bobby Heenan and Mean Gene Oakland was on commentary for the Gimmick Battle Royal. And yes, for you kids out there, it was really called the Gimmick Battle Royal. All right, this isn't about the Gimmick Battle Royal or WrestleMania 17. It's about WrestleMania 38. The show opened up. If I had my notes right in front of me, I'd be able to tell you what it opened up. Watch. It opened up with the tag team titles, the SmackDown tag team titles.
Put that comment up there because I agree.
I didn't even see it. Hold up.
This one says,
I would have loved that.
That would have been a great season. That would have been a very Mike EQ pop that he would have gotten. It would have been a pop that he would have gotten.
See, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I would have loved that. I would have loved that if they was able to get the Sheik over there.
Just don't give him the live mic.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. All right. I
agree.
All right. Okay. The Usos versus Shinsuke and Rick Boogs for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Rick Boogs got injured right in the middle of this nasty injury.
That was rude.
And they had to improvise the finish of the match. And the Usos retained. Now, were the Usos going to retain anyway? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they were. It was a good match for what it was.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, that's all I really had to say about that. The Usos retain. Where do we go now with the Usos, really quickly?
Great question. I don't know.
Yeah. And anybody?
I can't say. I can't say.
Anybody in the chat? Leave the comments. Where do we go now with the Usos? In the bloodline as a whole, but we'll get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre versus Corbin. Happy Corbin, that is. It looks like Jonathan is in the queue. Okay. Antoine says unified tag team belts. Well, we'll get to another unification, so that might not be a bad idea, but we'll get there.
I gotta think about that.
Okay, let's keep going here. Yes, DJ Knuckles is in the queue. We're gonna get you on in 1 second here. But yeah, like I said, Drew McIntyre defeats Happy Corbin in a singles match. I wanted this to go. I wanted this match to be like more of a squash. I wanted Drew just to like destroy McIntyre, especially after that line that he had on SmackDown. I don't know if you caught it, but Corbin basically said that, yeah, now your mom and your sword has two things in common. They're both gone. I was like, wow, whoa, yeah. I was like, whoa. So he said it in story. Let's everybody just relax. He said it in storyline, but it's still like, wow,
relatives.
Guys. Yeah,
relatives of past. I've always found it tacky.
Yeah, it was very dark. Yes,
I always find it tacky.
Yeah. But anyway, and they actually did it. I think I might have mentioned it here about the end of days being one of the most protected finishes.
Oh yes,
in the whole
yes. He did kick
they actually did a kick out spot for the end of days here, which is surprising because I think Cole mentioned it on commentary. I don't recall anybody kicking out at the end of days, so that was a nice WrestleMania spot. Other than that, this was a SmackDown match, But let's get DJ Knuckles into the show here if he's ready. Just give me a thumbs up from Gorilla if you're ready, Jonathan. DJ Knuckles. Thumbs. All right, let's do it. All right, welcome back to Go for the Pin here.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect.
He's live, pal.
You're live, pal.
Yeah, I'm live now. Golly. Okay.
Okay. So we're in the middle of talking about McIntyre and Corbin. We just finished talking about McIntyre and Corbin, and we also talked about Usos versus Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. Do you have anything to say about those two matches before we move on here?
The Rick Boogs injury.
Yeah.
That's kind of unfortunate because that match definitely could have been more. Even though it did happen like toward the end of the match, but I think that was an alternate, call an audible type situation. But the Usos was gonna win anyway. I don't think Shinsuke was gonna win that match anyway. So I think the right team won. The McIntyre match, I was wrong. I just had the finishing moves backwards. So I was partially right.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But
kinda.
I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you, Mike. I think it should have been one of those quick, one hitter quitters, a quick move.
Yeah.
Claymore done.
That should have been a squash.
It was a basic SmackDown match to me, so I agree.
Yeah.
But
that match was like 15 minutes too long. I was telling my dad.
It wasn't even that long, B.
Right.
That was 8 minutes and 35 seconds.
It was 7 minutes too long.
I agree with that. I
was telling my tag team partner, I was like, this match is going a little bit longer than what it should. This match ended like weeks ago.
Yeah, they had to find something for both of them to do, I guess. All right, let's keep going. The Miz and Logan Paul defeat the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, by pinfall. So I'll be the one to give Logan Paul his credit. Logan Paul was way better than I thought he would be out there. Personal feelings aside about Logan Paul, I think that he actually did a really good job in that match. Antoine says good match. Yes. I agree. Logan needs them props. Yeah, I'm gonna give him his props for it. I thought he delivered. I definitely thought he delivered.
He did. I don't like it, but he did.
Yeah. I'm putting my personal feelings aside about him, but yeah, like I thought it was a good tag team match. The Miz turns on Logan Paul. I thought Logan Paul was gonna turn on the Miz, but I was kind of right about a turn, but I was just wrong about who actually turned.
Wrong turn.
Yeah, wrong turn, and he kind of got a pop for it. So, well, anyway, what you guys think of this match, and we can just keep going.
So I'll give credit when credit is due. He did a lot better than what I thought. Do I think he's better than Bad Bunny? No. But he definitely put in the actual work to perform in the ring. So I gotta respect that.
John?
I agree. Logan was way better than what I expected. I really thought he was going to be one of those. I thought he was going to be one of those tag in and get the advantage when Miz has the opponent down, and then do what he does. And then if like Rey and Dominic started a comeback, he'd run to the corner and tag Miz back in. I thought it was going to be that type of gimmick, but like V said, he put the work in and he did a good job. So, and the turn at the end was a little bit of a swerve. I didn't see that coming, but it was cool. It was cool. I guess the celebrities always do win. I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah. We'll get to it. One thing I do want to mention, let's go for the pin, so we can't just keep it like everybody else's show. So, hold on. That Three Amigos into the Frog Splash was epic. Yeah, it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool.
That was good work.
Yeah. So Logan takes.
He does it better than Dom. Sorry.
Wait, who did it better than Dom? Logan? Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was very critical of that.
Isn't Dom Eddie's kid? All right, never mind. No, we're not going there. Custody ladder match.
That match, yeah.
What the fuck is Vicky? All right.
Yeah. Oh God. Yo, Eddie lost his mind, bro. Like
that was funny. I'm sorry.
Yo. Yeah. Watch that match if you guys haven't seen it. It's Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio for custody of Dominic Mysterio. This really happened. This really happened. All right. So full disclosure, I actually tuned into WrestleMania mid-show because I had to work. So, but when I actually tuned in, this was the first match that was coming up. I look at my screen. It's Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. I said, "Oh yes," I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I had my wings. I had everything ready to go. So, B, start us off with how you felt about this match, and we'll take your lead, pal.
So, I'm so happy because I was like, "Do not fuck this up. Do not fuck this up." Would I've wanted a 25-second match, like less than 26 seconds? Yes. Was this a lot better than what I was expecting? Yes. It was. Let's go ahead and give Becky her props. Her and Bianca tore it down with the time that they were given.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd was they were invested.
Yeah.
Especially when she lifted Becky up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad Bianca got her moment. Just really quick, Becky went for a Molly go round.
Oh, yeah, it's nasty.
Of course, she didn't mean to. So she didn't mean. It was clearly an accident. You clearly saw her jump out of character real quick to try to check on her, to jump back into character and be like, "Oh shit, wait."
Yeah.
So it was. Besides that, that was the only moment I was like, "Oh shit, because we didn't see the actual result of it until until Monday.
Yeah.
Because her eye is the blackest. Jesus. But the match itself was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I was entertained throughout the whole entire match. Becky is really good at what she does. Bianca is the EST of what she does. And they delivered. That match delivered.
Yeah. Knuckles?
I agree. There was one point, I will say this. That manhandle slam on the steps.
Oh, nasty. Nasty.
And that referee got to 8 and Bianca didn't move.
Yeah.
I said, bruh.
There was a lot of false finishes.
Yeah.
I said, if this thing ends in a count out, everybody gonna die. I'm just gonna fire off. I don't care. I'm gonna have a fit if it ends in a count out. And Bianca just jumps up at 9 and gets in, and I'm like, okay. I think at this point it was settled in my mind that Bianca was gonna win the match because that was a close one. I was like, and the 450 from the second rope.
Yeah,
bruh. I'm like, she over here doing stuff that men can't even do.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it. So yeah, I was definitely. Do I want to give that match of the night? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, at least for the first night, I think that was the match of the night. Yeah, I give it to you. I don't care.
It's tied with another match for me, but we'll.
I know where you're going.
We'll
get there. We're not there yet.
But yeah, I thought this was really solid, and as Knuckles just mentioned, the spot with the
it is tied. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get there. So the spot with the steel steps, and you saw Bianca look like, and she knew it was coming, and it's just like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like one of those moments, like, I
gotta agree to do this.
Because Taz had actually once said that, like, there is no like easy way to take a bump on steel stairs. Like, you just like, there's no. You know what I'm saying? There's no like trick to it or anything like that. You just
gotta eat it.
Yeah. And pray for the best.
Right.
But no, this match was phenomenal. I have no problem with this match. I thought it was great. Even the Molly go round spot, you could say they botched it, which technically they did, but it actually looked more painful because it was than if you would have hit the Molly go round. So actually, it wasn't really a botch. It looked more like a somersault into a drop kick from from Becky off the top rope.
Flipping drop kick.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, if you know what Vince McMahon says, hey, if it's live, we meant to do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we meant to do that. So, nonetheless, I thought this match was phenomenal. What a KOD. Maybe the best KOD she's ever given. She being Bianca, pronouns pal. And I mean, Becky being the ring general that she is really carried. I'm not going to say she carried Bianca. Bianca held her own. They worked so well together. The chemistry was great. And I think that this was one of the best, at least best women's matches that I've seen at WrestleMania. And I feel comfortable saying that.
Do you?
Yeah. I
disagree.
You don't think this was one of the best matches?
This is one of the best, but not the best.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's the best. I think time will tell.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you said the best. I was like,
no, I think time will tell whether it's the best or not. I think it's too early to tell whether it's the best or not. I think it's definitely one of the best. I think that I think Bianca's catalog now at this point, like it's just impeccable. Like
for her short career,
yeah,
the people that she's wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's seeing her right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's seeing her right now.
Okay,
let's think it was one of the better women's matches of the night.
I agree with you.
We'll get there.
I will say this when you mentioned that KOD. That KOD gave me Undertaker vibes. Do you remember the last
the jump into
jumped up and Tombstone Shine? Like that very last Tombstone? I was like,
that was respect.
Yo, that's Undertaker Shine vibes right there. Like she put everything into that little KOD. And yeah, dope all around. That's dope.
And that's respect right there. That the fact that she gave her that strong of a KOD, it's like, listen, I respect you enough that I'm gonna lay this all the way in, and there'll be no doubt, of me beating you here. Because you want to put over Becky strong, right? Like, or Becky wants to put her over strong, I should say, right? So, but at the same time, you can get over by losing, and I feel like in a way Becky also got over by losing. So. Mm-hmm. The professionals know how to do it, and those two got it done. They did the work, as we like to say out there. So, okay, let's keep going here. Seth freaking Rollins. Okay, yeah, it was the left.
Yes, you did.
Okay, Seth Rollins comes out there. Has like a choir singing, you know what I'm saying,
really quick. Hold on. Speaking of choirs, right?
Yeah.
So I want to shout out HBCU Texas Southern.
Yeah.
For performing Bianca's theme music. And I just want to give a quick fuck you to Corey Graves. What the hell is this? When it's clearly a marching band,
they had to act like they didn't know what was going on. V.
It's a marching band. Anybody could pick up a marching band. And for the fact that it was very the undertone. I didn't like the undertone. I don't like the undertone, and I'll just leave it at that. But shout out to Texas Southern.
Yeah, big shout out to Texas Southern.
And Megan, I think Megan Thee Stallion graduated from Texas Southern. I might be wrong. I think she did. But regardless, shout outs to HBCUs we out here. But yeah, fuck Corey Graves. I just wanted to say that because I really don't like Corey Graves. But moving on to Seth Rollins in that choir that was kind of off key. But sure. Yeah.
And everybody stay tuned because DJ Knuckles has our predictions from last week. We're gonna see who actually got the most right. But okay, well, we'll see. All right. Seth Rollins comes out there and he says, "Come on, don't make me wait. Time is money."
In a very glittery number.
Bedazzled. He's very
You know,
bedazzled.
I'd wear that in purple, but just a little bit. I would. I'd probably pull it off better, but that's the point.
Okay.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins comes out there. He's waiting for his opponent. Okay. Everybody's looking. There is a chant of a certain person's name before that person even comes out there.
Yep.
Okay. The lights go out. And all you hear is wrestling has more than one royal family. You guys got to understand. I popped so crazy. I wish I should have uploaded the video that I actually posted or whatever, but I don't want WWE to flag us. But I popped like crazy. Yes, we all knew that there was rumors out there, but we didn't know if it was going to happen for sure. And to Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, walked out there on the stage at WrestleMania. Cody comes out, grand pyro. Okay.
Cody Vader.
Yeah, Cody Vader. Yeah. The crowd is going insane. Okay. It's pandemonium up in there. Like, it's crazy. All of those words that you want to use. The roof blew up the place. All of that. Stupendous. Right. The most stupendous. The most stupendous moment of the night goes to Cody Rhodes coming out there. What an ovation. Yeah. And these two worked. I mean, it wasn't just like this quick. They had a really, really solid WrestleMania match. A lot of false finishes, a lot of storytelling in the match. It was entertaining from start to finish. They used the crowd. Everything that you want in a WrestleMania match, you had it there. Seth freaking Rollins does the job to Cody Rhodes in his first match back in the WWE in 6 years. What a match. I will let you guys take it away. What did you think about this whole thing? Let's go to DJ Knuckles first, B. Yeah. Let's see what Knuckles has to say about this.
Well, I was very, very. My heart was full during that match. Mm-hmm. From a standpoint in following Cody, where he was, and the gimmicks he was given, and then he went out on the independents and actually made a name for himself. And I'll get to that in a minute. That was good. For him to go out in the independents and make a name for himself, and then what he did with AEW, and then to come back. First of all, I'm glad that they let him keep that American Nightmare moniker. That was something I was scared of. If they had him come back as one of his other gimmicks, like Dashing or Stardust or something like that, I'd have been very disappointed. So the fact that they let him come back as the American Nightmare, which is what he built up for the 6 years he was gone, was kind of cool with me. Now, V might not like this, but when he did the somersault,
that was funny.
And Byron Saxton said, "Oh, that's Cody Rhodes doing a little show off," and Corey says, "That wasn't him showing off. That was him shedding skin." I was like, big facts there. Yeah. I was like, that is exactly what that was. That was him taking all of the frustration of what he went through in WWE the first time, one last time, somersault, and just now I think he's liberated from that stuff that he was in the first time. I would have liked it if he would have. I mean, he did the Stardust. Now, if he would have went under the ring and grabbed the brown paper bag, I would have liked that too. Doing the dashing thing, I would have liked that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But overall, the match, I will give this match of the night. Now that I think about it, the Cody Cutter from the top, the reverse superplex into the half Falcon Arrow. There's a lot of spots in this match that were like, wow. And the right person won, in my opinion. Yeah. And it was satisfying. Like, I felt good for Cody, on the inside. I felt good for him.
Yeah. Antoine says best match of the first night, honestly. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Cody did really well. Seth did really well. The match was just really good. Honestly, when I knew that it was gonna be Cody. I was like, is either Cody or we're getting trolled with Shane. It's one of those things.
Bro, I thought we was gonna hear "Here Comes the Money."
I was waiting for it because I was like, I put my drink down.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, is this determines whether I flip over and pay this extra fee for making the mess because of the damn drink. and it was Cody, and I was like, oh, okay, whew, thank God. Because to be quite honest, if it wasn't Cody, the crowd would have shitted on it.
Of course,
right?
And rightfully, well, I can't say rightfully so. Here's the thing: us wrestling fans, we work ourselves into believing things are gonna happen, and then when they don't, like, we like to get mad at that promotion. Even though, look, WWE never said it was gonna be Cody, right?
No,
they never
they
said
didn't.
that. They teased it. I'm not gonna act like they didn't feed into it. Even Seth Rollins, when they was chanting Cody on Raw that day, he said, rumors are fun, but this ain't about rumors, like he would have totally no-sold that if they knew they didn't have Cody. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like us wrestling fans sometimes get ourselves so excited just to be disappointed. So if it wasn't
like my
Cody,
life as an MCU fan, jeez.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother story. I know the Marvel. I get it. Marvel Universe, right? Yeah, I get it. All right, but anyway, nonetheless, they delivered here. They actually delivered. And Cody's back home, as he says. So, we'll see what happens with Cody. Very interesting promo from this past Monday. So we'll get there. I'm sure.
The roads, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I really just wanted to do that
in public, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure we'll get to that. Let's keep going here. So it's not a 3-hour show tonight, guys. Okay, next. I'm sure this is V's favorite. We had Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, I had said on this very show also that they were not going to change both titles, right? Well, it turns out I was right, but it wasn't in the match that I thought they weren't going to change.
And
titles,
another one for me.
So B, I believe, is the only person that picked Charlotte Flair to win this match. I'll get confirmation. I'll get confirmation later. From DJ Knuckles, but I think so. Ronda Knuckles. Hey pal. Yeah. Hey pal. If you guys are not watching on video, please watch on video. We have fun here. All right. So Charlotte defeats Ronda Rousey after some trickery, some chicanery, some tomfoolery, all that. All of the terms that you could think of. Dusty finishes, even, if you will. So Ronda had Charlotte beat. Okay, the first time she had a beat, I think Ronda had Charlotte tapping out, if I remember correctly, and then she had her pinned, and the ref missed it, the ref was knocked out. Charles Robinson, still at his age, taking ref bumps there. Shout out to little Nate for taking ref bumps at his age here. Anyway, Charlotte hits the big boot. Ronda Rousey does the job to Charlotte Flair, and now Ronda has now done the job at 2 WrestleManias. Okay, she lost to Becky, kind of. And now she loses to Charlotte after. What? I'm saying, because the shoulder was up. I'm just saying, the shoulder was up. We was at that WrestleMania. I might have missed the main event. We're not gonna get into that here, but we was at that WrestleMania.
Oh God!
And yeah, Ronda's shoulder was clearly up, but we're not gonna talk about that. This time, Ronda's shoulders were down. Okay, clearly. Ronda's shoulders were down, clearly. Wow. Charlotte Flair is still our SmackDown Women's Champion. What did you guys think of this matchup? Whoever wants to start.
B.
B.
And none for Gretchen Wieners. It felt so good to watch a transphobic piece of shit lose, even if it's scripted. You know, I was just, and I don't say this, but I was cheering the fuck out of Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was hoping, I was wishing, and you know, Rhonda almost had it. But to quote a great R&B singer, "Almost doesn't count."
That was a good one.
Love
It was.
me. All right, we're done. So I just want to say that the match was
Okay.
it was
Okay.
I knew that that was going to be the match to stink it up. Sorry,
Wow.
it wasn't great.
But it
it,
wasn't
it
bad either.
it wasn't great. But considering who won, very happy for the results, and 0 for the transfers.
Okay. Well, while DJ Knuckles gets himself situated over there, not exactly sure what happened there. It's like when WWE blacks the screen. Oh, Jonathan's back. Okay. What did you think about this match here?
I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, this was my most disinteresting match. This is the match I was the least interested in night one. Like,
Wow.
I don't like the fact that she won with a big boot. I didn't like that.
I
think a
Ronda's
second
used to getting hit in the face by a kick to lose matches, but
Holly Holm,
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, Holly Holm, how you doing?
Yeah,
But
right to the face.
but I mean, I think a second natural selection would have been okay.
Yeah.
It's just like nobody finishes a match with a big boot anymore. It was
That's
just
why
like,
I thought it was different.
Yeah.
well, okay, I can see that. I can see that point of view. I just wasn't like, it was like,
Invested.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the back of my mind, I knew V was doing somersaults in his house, right? Like, as soon as the 3 count came, what? So,
Yeah. Cody's gonna kill us. Yeah. Oh man.
I just, it was. I mean, it was what it was. It was an okay match, and Charlotte got the win.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about finishing with a big boot, it just brought me back to the way that Michelle McCool used to lay the girls out with her boots to finish matches when she wasn't using the faith breaker.
Yeah. Oh, the style.
So, yeah, that too. But I didn't have a problem with her finishing with the big boot. I know that it's not her finisher that we know per se, but
she's won a couple of matches with that before in the
yeah.
past, though. I recall.
Yeah, bring
She's
back
won a
the
couple
big boot as the finisher. Nothing wrong
Nah,
with it.
see, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I mean, the right person can make it work.
Yeah, she's tall enough.
You don't drop the leg.
All right, so in the main event, you're right. I agree with you on that. I'm
sorry.
In the main, oh man, I don't know if that one's getting over with V, brother. I don't know. Oh man. Wow. So was he calling us the N-word the whole time when he was calling us brother? Wow. Wow. Whoa. Anyway, so we had Stone Cold Steve Austin and
reference Chico being and wilding out.
Chico being wild. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Kevin Owens had the KO show.
If y'all don't get that, that's gonna sit for a minute before you get it.
I get
it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh,
moving
KO.
on. Anyway.
KO.
KO show. KO comes out and he's running out Texas, of course. Like he's been doing for weeks. He's running out Austin. Austin comes out there. They have a nice back and forth. Kevin Owens says, "You know what? I tricked you. I actually lied." And he's like, and that's funny because I hate liars, but I lied. I didn't call you out here for the KO show. I called you out here for a match. and I didn't think they were gonna do it,
I didn't think so either.
but they got me.
They
They
did.
got me.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Kevin Owens in a no holds barred match in the main event of WrestleMania. What? Like what?
That was
Huh?
fun.
That
It
was
was
really
fun.
fun.
It was fun. They got me good.
So much
I
fun.
wasn't expecting it.
So much
Nobody
fun.
thought that.
I
None
mean,
of us.
and I'll be so like honest, bro. I didn't think Austin was gonna take any bumps. The man took a suplex in
Suplex
the
on the floor.
crowd on
I
concrete.
was so scared. I'm
Me
not gonna
too.
lie. I was so scared. I'm like, yo, I don't know if his neck is, made up of silly strings, sticks, or bricks because I'm nervous because,
Yeah.
ugh.
I mean, and then we saw him the next night, but we'll get there. But him being Austin, and you know the crazy thing is, and I'm talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, not the other Austin. The crazy thing about Stone Cold is, even when he was like at the top of his game during like the Attitude Era, he said himself, and this isn't a knock on Austin, his 4 main moves was this right hand, okay, a fast press, some stomps, and a stunner.
That's fun.
Okay, that's all he needed to give us with Owens.
To be quite honest,
but guess what? He didn't just give us that. He went out. He did crowd work. Okay, he they fought in the audience. They did stuff with tables. They did stuff with chairs. I believe like they went to the stage. Like that match was everything you could ask for Stone Cold Steve Austin, a man that's in his 50s at this point. That has a bad back. Owens had a great line in his promo and the KO show. He said, listen, Steve, I know you have a bad back and you have bad knees, and I don't think your legs are that good either. And you also don't have that good of a neck. But you know what? I have this great idea. I thought that was awesome. Like I thought that was Kevin Owens in 10 years has gone from wrestling at armories, okay, in little high school gyms even, to WrestleMania main eventing with his idol, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can we give it a round of applause for Kevin Owens, man? Kevin Owens. Shout out to Kevin Owens. I love this. I love this. What did you guys think about this whole thing?
I didn't want to. I don't want to hit the microphone. It was fun. I had so much fun watching it.
Yeah.
And I can't say that I don't think anybody in Dallas night 1 went home unhappy.
No. I know people that was there. The Jabba podcast was actually there and they loved it.
They were. And it was fun to watch. I was just like, part of me was still nervous and I was like, your neck, get back, your neck, get back. And shout out to whoever get that reference. But it was just fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Very much so. Very much so. Knuckles finished us off here with night 1.
Very much sports entertained. Very much sports entertained. That was the cherry on top of what was a very, very pleasing night. When you couple together Bianca and Becky, Cody and Seth, and all the other matches that followed that, just to put that little cherry on top of the sundae to give you the sports entertainment and the pop that you want. I was very, very pleased, and I turned my TV off happy. I did.
Yeah. I felt good after WrestleMania night 1. And I said, I actually watched it with my pops, and I said, so night 2, they have a lot to prove here because night 1 was great, so
yeah.
And without further ado, let's get to night 2.
You have to get your pops on the podcast. You talk about your pops a lot, but you have to get him on the podcast one night.
Good luck getting that to happen.
I can make it happen. I'll make it happen.
Really?
Yeah. He'll come on. Give me 1 second.
We'll
Say
it for your birthday episode. Huh?
Yeah. Let's get to night 2. Night 2 opened up with a triple threat tag team match. We had RK Bro defeating the Street Profits and Alpha Academy. Solid open to WrestleMania night 2, botch.
Yeah.
It was a really cool finish. The finish came where Montez went to the top rope and Riddle caught him with a springboard RKO off the top. That was insane. Really, really, really cool spot there. And then it also finished with Randy hitting an RKO on Chad Gable, which was also pretty cool. We've seen it before, but the Riddle springboard RKO to Montez Ford was incredible. Thought this was a great finish. What did you guys think about this match? RK Bro retains. What did you guys think?
I was hoping the Street Profits would take it, but it was good. I have nothing to complain about.
Okay, John.
I agree. And for the record, I was the only one that predicted RK Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna get all of the predictions in a second.
So,
I mean,
Barry Horowitz again.
Yeah. Good job.
So, but yeah, it was dope. It was nice. I liked it.
Okay. Bobby Lashley versus Omos. This was a singles match. It was as good as it could be.
Yeah.
Okay. It was as good as it could be. Bobby Lashley gets the win. Omos takes his first pinfall loss on the main roster. Thankfully, it doesn't look like this Omos thing is over, but yes, Omos takes his first loss, and that was that. I don't really have that much to say about it. I'm happy for Bobby. Another WrestleMania win for Bobby Lashley here. So good on.
It's
Lashley.
definitely not over though.
No, well, I think we'll get there.
Yeah.
There. Let's keep going here. Give me 1 second here. Antoine says RK Bro versus Usos to unify the tag team titles. It could happen.
Unify? Oh, sorry.
Unify. Yeah.
Unify. Oh, okay.
It's
the problem with that, the only problem that I would say I have with that is that with the call-ups, that's probably going to happen over the next few weeks, months. It's hard enough to get tag teams space, right?
Yeah.
Without having multi-man matches like that. I'm still a little iffy on that because I don't know how that's going to work booking wise.
All right. I guess that remains to be seen. All right. So we had an anything goes match. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Okay. You guys want to start it off or
So I'll go ahead and get it out already because I really didn't care. But I was never a fan of Jackass. Sorry, white humor wasn't my thing. Sorry. But I can't say Johnny Knoxville was laying it in. And I believe his name is Wee Man.
Yes.
Lifting up Sami Zayn, something I wasn't expecting. And then it got wacky. It was the giant mouse trap. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have another drink.
Okay.
Hornswoggle 2.0.
Hornswoggle versus Wee Man. Book it.
Don't book it.
SummerSlam.
Don't book it. Don't book it. They might have actually done something on the Indies. I'm not even sure. It was the sore spot of the weekend. Okay, I'll be the guy. I'm gonna disagree with everybody. I thought that was awesome. I was highly entertained by the Knoxville Sami Zayn match, like from start to finish. I thought that you might not have been a Jackass fan from back in the day. I did watch the show back in the day, like with the original cast with Steve-O and Bam and all of them that was there, like and Wee Man and all of them that was there back in the day. Like I was a fan of it. It's not like I was like a major super fan, but like I watched the show. I thought it was cool.
I was like, this is stupid.
It was stupid, but that was kind of the aura of
point.
it, like that's the appeal,
Just
It
going
was,
back to my original point, I don't really use that.
yeah. So Antoine says it was the sore spot of the weekend. I disagree. I think that I thought that match was highly entertaining. I thought Sami Zayn deserved his flowers for putting together a entertaining match with somebody that is not a wrestler, that is, is a celebrity. I thought all of the spots from the other cast members was cool. The Wee Man spot, like you said, was awesome. Also, Wee Man took a straight boot right to the face, which was pretty sick. And the mousetrap finish, yeah, it was goofy. Yeah, it was stupid, but it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. This wasn't supposed to be like a technical classic, and I knew that going in.
I mean, I wasn't expecting.
And I know you wasn't saying that. I know you wasn't saying that.
I wasn't expecting. I was just like, this is not for me. This is.
And that's fair.
I'm not the intended audience for this,
and that's okay. That's okay. I thought that I thought it was done as well as they could, and I thought that the mousetrap stuff ending was stupid, but it was stupid in a if you watch Jackass, that's what they do, so it's like, all right, it made sense, like, I get it. And the mousetrap almost didn't work, but Johnny Knoxville being so able to think on his feet like so quickly was able to screw this and just just flipped it on to Sammy, which probably hurt even more than it would have if he would have just slid him into the trap. And he gets the win. So I actually, like I said, night 2 so far for me is everything's good. Everything's a-okay at this point for me. What did you think about it, John?
Sports entertain. Again. That's all I can say. The appearance of Mark Henry's son kind of made me pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean, that's on the original Jackass thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the internet took it a different way.
Yeah.
With the hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
It should have been for WrestleMania 39. 6 next year is in Hollywood. I can see that, but I want to stretch that out.
That would have if they would have waited a year. Excuse me. If they would have waited a year for that, if to happen in Hollywood, okay. Hollywood is weird. Hollywood. Okay. All right.
Hollywood, yeah.
Hollywood there, but like I said, I wasn't the main audience for that particular match, even though I love Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
but it just wasn't for me, and I didn't really care for it.
And he had to face the whole cast, which adds to the whole conspiracy against him. You know what I'm saying? He could come up. I had to face the whole cast, by myself. So it adds to it. I had no problem with this. Let's keep going here. Okay, so we had Naomi and Sasha Banks.
Yep, there it is.
Team Bad defeating Carmella and Zelina, Liv Morgan and Rhea, Natty and Shayna Baszler by pinfall. They had a really cool finish also where it was like a rolling thunder into like a code breaker from Sasha Banks. Like I don't know, did they name the move yet? I don't know if they named it yet.
I don't think they did, not yet.
Yeah. Well, it was cool either way. It was better at Mania than it was on Raw, but I'll leave that there. Yeah, what did you guys think of this match?
Since this is my forte. Finally. So, Naomi's first title in 5 years?
Wow.
Wow. Sasha's first WrestleMania win.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Sasha's like 0-7 or something like that. WrestleMania 0-6.
Yeah, she's like 0-7.
Yeah.
But,
in singles matches, she still is 0-7, but that's
yikes. Yeah. I'm so happy. The right people won.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out Zelina for that moonsault that she did to Rhea. And please put her in the singles division and let her show out. Please let her show out.
I think we're going there, but we'll get there.
I didn't like the whole jumping the Corey thing and they win, but I don't like Corey Graves. So it was okay. I get it. Your wife, your future wife, Carmella. I like Carmella. That's really it. I do like Carmella. I don't like.
I'm on Carmella. It's like,
I
whatever.
like Carmella sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Not always. No. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes. But
Right, John. I'm kind of with you. I'm like, it's whatever.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
I know she's a two-time Money in the Bank winner, former two-time women's champion, all of that. I know. I get it.
the right people won.
Yeah.
The right people won. I just wanted to know what was the point of Natty and Shayna in that match.
Mm.
I'm confused about that. It honestly could have and should have been just even if they would have did a triple threat match, I still would have been Naomi and Sasha versus Selena and Carmella. But I guess the right people won. I'm very happy about that. History makers.
John.
Basically, you guys wrote my book for me. That was everything I was basically gonna say. I really, really want them to take Carmella out of this gimmick, because I know Carmella is way more athletic than what they're putting on. We've seen it before. 2-time, like you said, 2-time Money in the Bank, 2-time Women's Champion. Carmella's got enough skills in the ring where you ain't got to put her in a spot like this. Because right now, she is hella annoying to me. Like, oh my goodness. It's just like nauseatingly annoying. Like the whole pretty gimmick. She's a good looking girl. We all know that. You don't have to shove it down our throat. Like, it's just, man, I don't know. Overall, Sasha and Naomi, I'm glad they won. They were supposed to win. They did win. And yeah, and please, like V said, please put Selena Vega in the singles division, because she showed me something this past weekend.
Yeah, I thought the match was decent. I didn't think anything was like, nothing blew me away there, but I thought it was decent. I love the Zelina spot, the moonsault into, like, she almost turned it into like an inverted like DDT or something like that. Like, so
that's what it looked. I thought that's what she was going for.
It could have been, what?
Because Rhea's so tall and she's not.
Yeah.
So it kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
But
either way, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. And congratulations to Team Bad. I'm very happy for Naomi and Sasha. Let's see what happens here. Let's hope that it's not Sasha turning on Naomi again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where Sasha's always the one to turn on everybody. So let's hope that that's not what happens here.
Yeah.
But I am a little curious as to where they're going with the tag team division, but I'm sure we'll get there later on. All right.
They had to put those belts on somebody to give it some legitimacy.
Yeah.
It had to be somebody. I think they made that move for legitimacy purposes. I think that's part of the reason why they put them on Sasha and Naomi, because those titles, I think a burning lampshade made more sense than them titles being on Vega and Carmella, because it was just that. That has nothing to do with Thea.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. They didn't defend them enough for me. If that makes sense.
They already broke up so many damn teams.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. WWE has no tag teams anyway, so who are they going to?
And they're about to break up another one. They'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. Edge versus AJ Styles. This was one of the matches I was looking forward to for this whole weekend. Look who just showed up into the building. Ray is in the building, everybody. Well, he's in the chat. He's in the chat. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray. Hope everything is well. Just got off the phone. All right, cool. Well, welcome. We're over here talking about Mania. And you didn't miss the predictions results. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that in a little bit here. We're almost there. So just bear with us, everybody. Okay. Edge versus AJ Styles. Started off slow, methodical. They started to pick it up, kick it into high gear. I got my spot that I wanted with the phenomenal forearm into the spear
The
spot.
spear,
That
I think we both called that.
I think yeah.
We both called that.
So I got that spot, and Damian Priest shows up, distracts AJ. Well, kind of just makes his presence known, distracts AJ, and this leads to Edge in the spear. Yeah. I thought this was a solid matchup. What did you guys think about this?
Yeah, I mean, two solid wrestlers. I have nothing to complain about here.
John?
Nothing.
Yeah, that match owes me nothing, and I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with Edge. The dirt sheets and rumor mill
Meltzer,
suggested that something like this might happen.
Right.
And
did you get it from that Dave guy?
Say again?
Did you get that from that Dave guy? You know the Dave guy.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The Dave guy.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea what he was talking about.
Right. Oh, this is worse than when Danny Limelight no-sold us. But
hold on. I observe what you're doing. Yeah. But I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, go look up the Danny Limelight interview that we did over the summer. Totally Big League does, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, but yeah, I thought that this was good, and yes, I did hear about this supposed story that was coming up between Damian Priest, and I'm hearing that they might add some other people, but I think we'll get there. Let's see. Antoine, thank you. Ray says, I think I like the result. Hold on. I like the results of the match more than the match, but it was good. It hit the spot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on Edge and AJ? I thought it was solid. How do we feel about AJ losing another WrestleMania match here?
Yeah. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm not gonna say I hate it per se. I think he'll probably get that win before he hangs it up.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe he does have a couple of more years, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm not a contract expert, but I do believe he has a couple of years left. So I think it'll come before he leaves.
Okay.
Or he officially retires in ring.
I think if AJ faced anybody else but Edge in this situation, he'd have won.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Sheamus. Wait, Ray said the result I'm talking about is about Edge's new faction. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree because I new Brood, please.
Brood music too.
Oh,
I love the entrance too. Edge's entrance.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was super cool. Super cool.
Yes.
The purple. Yeah. I popped for it because my favorite.
How long before Cody loses his entrance? All right, we'll get there. I think that AJ's career will speak for more than his Mania win-loss record. Yeah, that's fair.
Fair. Yes.
Fair. Because if you look at Triple H, his win-loss record, like Triple H is like, he has one of the worst records in like WrestleMania history. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, I skipped over the fact that Triple H opened the show and left his boots in the ring. Very symbolic. Wow, what a career for Triple H. I know we talked about him already, so I don't want to like talk too much about Triple H, but I thought that was a great way to open up WrestleMania with having Triple H come out there and just give him a chance to thank the fans. So and do the water thing for one last time and everything. I thought that was dope.
I shed the glory tear.
Yeah, same. Real thug tears here. All right, so. So we had Sheamus and Rich Holland with Pete Dunne. I was almost going to call him by the other name. Versus the New Day in pretty much a squash. It was a minute and 40 seconds long. The New Day do the job here to Sheamus and Rich Holland.
They could have kept this.
They definitely could have. Ray asked a good question. Do you think it's Rock or Triple H who gets in the Hall of Fame next year?
Rock. I think this is, if they're not gonna do it, let's say for instance, if they say, WrestleMania is gonna be in, I'm sorry, that was really Brooklyn.
That was mad New York. That was mad New York.
If they say, WrestleMania is gonna be WrestleMania what 40 after 39? Yeah, duh, Vincent. Oh, I mean V. Anyway,
We're live, pal.
we're live. I don't care. If they say WrestleMania 40 is in like Miami, okay,
Look
then
at John's
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
If
man.
they say WrestleMania 40 is in Miami, I'm like, okay, then Rock. But if they're doing Hollywood, I think Rock is gonna be the headliner. He should be.
So you saying if it's in Hollywood, it should be Rock, and then if it's in Miami, it should still be Rock?
No, I'm saying if they don't do The Rock next year,
Yeah.
Oh,
because
okay.
it's in Hollywood, then if the following year is in Miami, then it should be Rock in his hometown. But
Got you.
if we're not getting Rock next year, I don't know. I think it should be still Rock, regardless.
Okay.
Man, it boggles my mind how he ain't already in there.
Well,
Like,
Rock,
he hates us, so
yeah, The Rock does not hate us. He's just busy. He's just busy. So all right, Antoine asked said maybe both at the same time. Ray just responded saying, "Nah, I can't see them doing Triple H and Rock at the same time. Two big careers. I can see them doing Rock and Evolution." So yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't think they're doing Triple H and Rock at the same time.
Yeah, that's two big headliners.
Yeah, those are headliners.
They both headliners. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think they would do that. Evolution.
I mentioned this a while ago. Yeah, V doesn't think so.
V doesn't think so, but I think Evolution deserves to be in there. I would, you know what? I would wait to induct Evolution until Randy Orton is done with his career.
No, I agree with that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I agree with.
I wouldn't induct them yet, but yes, I would say once Randy Orton is completely done with his career, then I would say we can induct Evolution at that point.
Now Batista said, did Batista say he was against the Hall of Fame? Like he didn't want to be inducted? Did I hear that right, or something like that a while ago?
So I'm not sure.
I don't think that's what
that was. Because that was the same year that the Bellas went in. That's the only reason why I remember that. Because that was an odd class.
Yeah, but then he never showed up at the Hall of Fame, so I don't.
That's thinking, because COVID happened.
So technically, he's in as a single.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little strange, yo.
It's a little not dusty, but it's a little foggy there.
Yeah. Antoine says Nation of Domination. Well, Ron Simmons is in.
Can't do it.
Yeah, Ron Simmons is in.
Mark Henry's in AEW.
But Mark Henry's in, right? Mark Henry's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, Mark Henry's in.
Yeah, Mark
Henry's in.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, Henry's in.
He went in like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I think
I'm almost certain he's in. I'll fact check.
Yeah, because you remember in his speech he said he talked about Owen's wife and he said some type of resolution.
Yep. You're right. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. So Ron and Mark are both in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure Rock's definitely gonna get in. So I mean, Nation of Domination, they're kind of in already, kind of. Right. Oh yeah.
There's only one member of that. There's only one member of that nation. Well, two technically.
Well, technically
that aren't in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Owen and
D'Lo.
Wayne Johnson. Yeah.
Oh, D'Lo's not in either.
D'Lo's
not in either.
Oh wow, he won.
I will pay the price of admission just to see D'Lo give me a. Okay, let me get some of these comments real quick. Evolution is the WWE/OVW version of the Four Horsemen. Okay. Yes. In a sense, yeah. I'm not disagreeing.
I agree with that.
Okay, Ray also says, that was from Ray, by the way. Ray says, Batista declined the Hall of Fame until he can go in with a crowd. Okay, Mark Henry's in there. Yes, Mark Henry's in. Godfather's in the Hall of Fame too. Yes. Okay.
Oh, Drax.
So hold on. So they could
Drax.
So I know you said something about AEW, but they put Billy Gunn in with DX, and he was an AEW employee.
Was he? Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
They
You're
actually made fun of that at
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame.
I thank you for correcting
Yeah.
me. You're absolutely right.
So him going in again is definitely a possibility.
It's possible.
Okay, I could see that. I didn't even actually think about the nation, but like, yeah, that could be, yeah, it could happen. Definitely could happen.
Female inductee Melina. Just go ahead and do it. It's in Hollywood.
Right, Melina's not in yet.
Yeah, she should be.
Or Lisa Marie. Induct Lisa Marie, please. Victoria, Tara, whoever you want to call it, please. Lisa deserves it. All right.
Yeah, stop playing.
Does she have heat with somebody? Well, okay, this isn't about the whole of it. Let's finish. Let's finish WrestleMania here, or this will be like a
dumbass.
Okay, where was we at? We was at AJ and Edge. So all right, no, we was at the tag team match. That was a squash.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Okay.
I just hope that everybody under the age of 18 was cleared from the arena when Austin Theory was in the building. Thank you and good night.
A-Town down. Okay. That kind of threw me. All right, so yeah, Pat McAfee. So about Pat McAfee here. John, good. All right, so Pat McAfee came out.
I flatline.
Shut up.
Pat McAfee had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders out there with him. Really cool entrance. Really cool song. I know it's a famous song. I cannot think of the title of
Seven something. I don't remember. It's 7 something. I don't know.
Y'all know the tune, right?
Yeah.
But that was awesome. Pat is really, really good. Okay, I just want to say, like, Pat is really good. He's still very athletic. And Pat gets it. He gets the entertainment part of the business. I was really happy with the way that match went. Pat rolls up Austin Theory to get the win over Austin Theory, but it didn't end there. But let's talk about Austin Theory and Pat McAfee real quick before we go to what eventually happened with that whole segment. John, you started off.
Pat McAfee with those Jimmy Snuka right hands, boy. I'm like, they're great. Like, he caught back. I don't even know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or whatever he was doing. I can think back to when McAfee did was it War Games?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With UE a few years ago. I can think back to that, and I was like, okay, he can do a little something. I did not know he was as athletic as he was. I know he was a football player, but he was a punter. I'm like, you're not about to go 10 yards cut route. You're not doing all that. You're a punter. So, like you said, he gets it. He gets
Ray said, "I love."
He gets it.
Yeah, he definitely does. And Ray said, "I love Pat, but I don't like how WWE gave him Keith Lee's chant." They were doing that before Keith Lee ever started working there.
Right.
They actually used to do that same, like, what is it called? Ah, man, my music people help me out here. Not tempo. Cadence, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. The same cadence when Enzo and Cass was out there, and even with Elias, they was doing the walk with Elias, like,
Enzo,
more, yeah. So it's not a new thing. They, but yeah. I thought that came off really, really well. Bon G is in the building. Said, I just don't like the glitter gear. Oh man. Bon G and Ray got a podcast coming out soon, guys. So stay tuned for that. Just want to make sure I
the leap to the top rope into superplex.
Awesome.
So good.
Awesome. Definitely. Best spot of that match. All right. So Pat rolls up on.
Thank you, Antoine. 7 at 7 Nation Army.
There it is.
I knew it was something with 7 in it. I just didn't...
Mike helped you, Antoine, because he was like, it's 7 something.
I think it was B actually. I said that 7 something.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
You good? It was like 7 something. I just couldn't think of it.
I apologize.
Bonji says 7 Nation Army is my track. Yeah, it's dope. It's definitely dope. Okay, so after the match, Mr. McMahon, who was sitting ringside, is leaving. Right, he's getting ready by White Stripes. Thanks, Bonji. Appreciate it. I'm gonna actually, I might download that. It's a hot song. All right. Mr. McMahon, who's sitting out there for Austin Theory's match, wants to leave, but him being Vince and Pat make eye contact, get some words exchange, and McMahon's like, "You want to go right now? You and me. You want to go right now?" Mr. McMahon takes off his jacket.
I was scared.
Takes off his shirt.
Where's his quad?
76-year-old Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Who still looks in phenomenal shape, but 76-year-old Vince McMahon gets in the ring. A referee gets in the ring, and even Michael Cole's like, "Why is there a referee in the ring? What is happening?" Like,
Michael Cole was literally me.
Yeah.
I think that was a shoot by Michael Cole. I think he was shooting right there because he's like, wait, why is there a referee in the ring?
Shout out to Rudy Charles. I don't know his WWE name, but that's Rudy Charles. It's always going to be Rudy Charles to me. Shout out to Rudy Charles. Ray says Vince McMahon finally got a win at his own event. He's 1-5 at WrestleMania. Yes.
Wow.
Vince McMahon at 76 years old beats 34-year-old Pat McAfee at WrestleMania. And bless Pat's heart having to go out there and sell for 76-year-old Vince McMahon. I mean, he's bumping and feeding for Vince. He's doing everything he can.
He was having a fun time. He was having a time of his life.
Oh yeah. Did you see the Vince clothesline? The Vince line? Oh man. But anyway, yes, Vince McMahon beats Pat McAfee after Theory pulls McAfee into the ring post, a low blow-esque type of move, and then Vince punts a football into Pat. I can't believe I'm saying this. And pins Pat McAfee 1, 2, 3 to win at WrestleMania. It doesn't end there, but
oh no, it doesn't.
Oh man, Vincent didn't need to do that. I love that Bonji calls them by like their full names. Vincent didn't need to do that. He just wanted to go with his win, to get his win. My fault. He could have broke a hip. Yeah, he could have broke. He could have broke multiple things. Yeah. Oh man, Royal Rumble. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, oh my god. You know it's bad. He can't even do the Vince walk anymore.
He can't do it fully.
Like,
he can do it fully. I have a gift of him doing it so hard next to Shane. I'm gonna post it because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because if you did that now, quads, hamstring, ACL, and shoulders, knees, and toes, all of that's gone. It's done.
Oh man, Vince could have had an I fall and I can't get up type of moment.
Oh, we will get there.
Oh, never mind. I was about to
say no. Oh, okay. So let's just
get to it. Just slide into it.
So slide to the left. All right. So Theory and Vince is in the ring. Vince. First of all, Vince almost watched that whole thing because Theory's music hit and Vince. He jumped.
Yeah.
Vince jumped. He's like,
Wait, Mike, don't post Ray's comment yet because I want to. When we get there, I want to talk about it because baby.
Okay. All right. So Vince sells Theory's music because, of course, he's selling for Theory's music. When he realizes Theory's music, he's like, "Oh, okay." Raises his hand. Yeah. And then the glass breaks. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes marching down to the ring. Okay. And okay. So Austin gets in the ring.
He does.
He bumps Theory, gives him a stunner. Theory, despite what everybody says about him right now, whatever, but Theory took a great stunner. All right. Memorable stunner. High up. He got really high for Austin. Yeah.
Didn't we talk about that? Or did I mention that? But I was talking about KO. Yes. I was talking about KO. Yes. KO should have took the stunner like Scott Hall, and then you said, "What if he did the Scott Hall bump into the Rock bump?" And that's exactly what Austin did.
That'd have been awesome, but he didn't do it. But that would have been awesome. Yeah,
that's exactly what Theory did, though. He took the high bump onto the shoulders.
He did a rock though.
Yeah.
The only thing that was missing is his feet didn't catch the rope.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Oh God, like Rock at 17.
Yes.
Oh man.
So hard.
Oh man. So Theory took a great stunner, and then we were left with Vince.
Evil laugh.
When I tell you, boy, okay. Austin does the nah, we're good. We can just drink some beer, like Austin always does. They toast, boom, and then what's coming. Kick to the gut, and then stunner, or so it was supposed to be. He kicks Bing. He kicks Vince in the gut. Vince falls back. He almost collapsed. Austin has to literally pick him up, and then Austin falls onto his knee. Oh my God, bro! It was the worst stunner of all time. It's worse than the first stunner that Vince ever took back at Madison Square Garden in '97. It reminded me of that. It reminded me of the Vince.
Yeah.
When you're done playing Connect 4 and you clear out the thing and collapse.
Oh God. Yo.
Boy, Vince did that kick to the stomach and press his life alert, boy. He was like,
I followed it and I can't get up.
Jenga. Oh,
like God. Jenga?
Oh, man.
Oh, God. When somebody knocks down the sandcastle and it just...
That man had that life alert right here. And then you can hear him yell. It was a yell for me. He got hit. He's like,
Yo. Oh man. As bad as it was and as cringy as it was, it gave us a moment for a lifetime. Okay, oh my God, that was literally, bro. I didn't seen Trump get stunned.
He just stack up books. Remember what we used to do when we were kids? It was stack books, make a fort.
Oh, now here's the question: Was that stunner worse? Was that stunner worse than the stunner he gave Linda?
No. Yes.
No.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No,
yes, it was. No, yes, it was.
I don't.
Bro, nah, Linda's stunner was bad. It was
Mike. Linda didn't get stunned. They just fell next to each other.
Neither did Vince. He didn't even grip.
But Vince's head. Had Vince's head, though.
He had Vince's head. Vince's head was here, right? You guys, and they just fell. He just fell.
He had gummy knees.
They just fell. Bro, that was the worst stunner of all time. I said, that was the worst stunner of all time. And Linda's stunner was bad. Linda's stunner was bad. Trump's stunner was bad. But that stunner, Vince's first stunner ever, was bad. That was worse.
Bro, Linda's stunner. Linda's stunner looked like
like at the car dealership.
Oh, the little wobbly thing.
We're having way too much fun with
this.
this.
Controlled demolition. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh God,
I'm done.
yeah. Vince
I'm
takes
done.
one of the worst stunners ever.
Oh
But
my God.
they did say they hold on. All right, I gotta read some of these comments, guys. Ray says the stunner was the I'm falling and can't get up. Yep. Bonji says Vince did fall to his knees before he fell into the ropes. Yep. Ray says, believe it or not, that was literally two senior citizens fighting in a ring. Don't do that to Austin. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And every time I think about that, now I think of Dom saying, was it either Dom or Darrell? I don't remember. That he looks like melted ice cream.
Oh God, yes. I think it was Darrell. But
oh my God.
Ray says that stunner Vince got at Mania was horrible. Linda definitely gets excused now. Yeah, bro, it was not. Linda's stunner was not worse than that, yo. Like that was bad.
I gotta go back and look at Linda Stunner again because Linda Stunner literally looked like her and Austin were standing next to each other and they just fell back into a bed or something.
There you go.
But guess what? Guess what though? Guess what? Austin was also they all was 15 years younger when that actually happened. This is bad. Like this was like bad. Vince got kicked, fell to his knees. Remember, there was more. Trying to get up. Fell back into the ropes. Got stunned. It just dropped. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Ooh.
Bro, that was worse. That was worth the price of WrestleMania right there. I'm telling you right there.
Don G just spelled the whole thing out.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So that happened, and then Pat McAfee took a great stunner. Pat McAfee took a great stunner after the nonsense with that. Yeah. And did Byron Saxton get stunned again?
Yeah.
No. He got stunned twice.
I remember Byron Saxton got stunned the night before,
night
right?
One.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, so he didn't get stunned again. Okay, it was just Pat. No, Pat took a stunner today.
Too much inspiration.
Was it the plant medicine? All right.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Okay, let's go to the main event here, guys. We finally reached the main event because there are a couple of other things we got to cover. But all right. And then it's getting late here on the East Coast. Roman Reigns defends his Universal Championship against the WWE champion, who's also defending the WWE Championship, Brock Lesnar. Winner take all match. This was. Hold on. Ray said, "I love Pat drinking the beer while Austin was leaving." Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I know he was having the time of his life. This is what you would expect from a Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match. I think Roman might have got hurt somewhere during the match, and they went to an abrupt finish. But nonetheless, Brock Lesnar does the job. Roman Reigns is still the head of our table, the tribal chief, the Universal WWE Heavyweight Champion now. What did you guys think of this whole match, and what did you think about night 2 as a whole? Let's get to the finish here.
Okay. After this, I want no more of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Okay. I'm tired. I am T.I. red. I am just I can't no more. I can't. No more matches.
Yeah, right.
No more matches between them. No more. That's it. I didn't make T.I. red up. Shout out to Kid Fury. But I'm tired. Like I am tired. Enough. Okay, that match should be the last one. No mas.
No mas.
I don't want to see them no more. No, together in the same ring. Get it. I'm tired. But it wasn't bad. It was standard.
It was a standard Roman Brock match.
But just no more, please. I had enough.
John?
Honestly, I would have liked to have seen Brock win this, and then Roman, only because of the injury. Because he got injured, and when he was in that Kimura lock, you could see that big purple ball on the back of his shoulder where it swelled up.
Oh man.
after messing up his shoulder.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking, I'm like, yo, he's legit hurt. It's like that's a shoot injury.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have seen Brock win, let Roman take care of that,
Yeah.
and then he win it like at Backlash or something like that. But I'm not mad that Roman won.
Right.
The right person won. Let me be specific. The right person won. Roman's hot. Roman is carrying the company right now. So the right person won. But it's just that injury. That's what
He's having technical
that's what's
problems.
in question with me right now.
Yeah.
Because after the match, you can see, Roman's arm is dangling.
Mhm.
And then he gets up, he grabs the ropes and yanks him. Which basically means he put his shoulder back in place.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could barely even lift the belt.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, like, okay, he won, but what are we doing with this? What are we doing with this shoulder right now? But the right standard match, like you guys said, could have swore Brock was gonna win on that Kimura lock.
Mm-hmm.
Could have swore he was gonna win. But like I said, the right person won. Now who's next?
We'll get there. Definitely get there. Okay. I thought it was standard. It wasn't bad. I thought it was fine. It was a fine main event. And I think Roman winning is the right move.
Yeah.
I think it's the right move. Ray said, I thought the Kimura lock was banned.
Oh no, Banji. No, yet 9, absolutely not.
Well, Ray says that he's facing Roman next. Okay.
Oh.
Give me 1 second here. It was typical Brock and Roman match. The only thing that was interesting about it was I wanted to see who they would give the belts to. Yeah. I mean, I think it had to be Roman. It had to be Roman. Ray says I'm not okay. We got it. Okay. And Banji said Goldberg. And that's what you were saying, though.
No.
Hell no. Excuse my German, but hell no.
Oh man.
No.
I'm vacating the premises. I'm putting my shoes on. Because if Goldberg even show his face in a promo, I'm
You're next. All right. Okay. Should we rate it or should we give who got the predictions? Let's do the predictions list. So you still have the list of who got what?
I made the list.
DJ Knuckles. He has the list.
I have the list.
Let's do it. Let's hear this.
We've only done 2 of these.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was closer than the first one.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go down from how I have it written.
Okay, let's do it.
Omos and Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody swept Lashley except for Dom. He picked Omos.
Okay. Power Jutsu podcast.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
New Day and Sheamus. Me and Dom were correct. Everybody else was wrong. Raw Tag Team titles, I was the only one that got that. So, to that point, I'm living large because I'm 3-0.
Oh man.
So I'm like, I'm like oh my goodness. Everybody SmackDown tag titles, everybody swept. Everybody had Usos.
Okay.
McIntyre Corbin, everybody had McIntyre. McAfee and Theory, everybody had McAfee.
Okay.
Women's tag titles, everybody had Naomi and Sasha.
Wow.
Mysterios and Miz and Paul.
Oh.
Ray and Dom were the only ones to get that right.
Okay.
Everybody else with Mysterios.
Wow.
I'm gonna skip this one because this is gonna tell me the end result.
All right.
Edge and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Everyone said AJ.
Oh man.
Everyone said AJ. I had KO and Stone Cold down here, but at that point we didn't think it was going to be a match, so we just scratched through it. Yeah. Bianca and Becky, everybody had Bianca.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what
Damn,
you're gonna
homie.
say. I know what you was gonna say.
Ray
said-
and Mike. So I'll let you have it.
Yeah.
V was the only one to get Rousey and Flair.
Yeah.
And Lesnar and Reigns. Everybody had Reigns. Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
You two had Cody, correct?
Yep.
Ray had Stardust. I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Wait, technicality. Wait, hold on. Flag on the play. Nah, give it to give it to him.
Well, okay. Now, are we gonna give him Stardust because it's the same person and not the same character?
We'll give him Stardust.
Well, that's true. He was the American Nightmare.
If not, then that's gonna change the outcome.
Sorry, Ray.
Hey, Ray, if you in the comments, man, they trying to take away your they trying to take away your pick, bro.
I mean, I gave it to him because technically it is
the same person. Yeah.
It's the same person, it's not the same gimmick.
Hold on.
What did he say? Nah. I had Seth and Jarrell had the Fiend. I don't know why that's there. And the last one, so I'm assuming we're giving Ray Stardust.
Yeah, I'll give him Stardust.
We're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. He did do a shout out to Stardust. It should count. Whatever.
Fair.
Here's the one that I saved. Knoxville and Zayn. Mike had Zayn, wrong. I had Zayn, wrong. Darrell had Zayn, wrong. Ray and Dom had Knoxville. Correct. V, you didn't give me an answer because you say you didn't care.
Yeah. Don't tell me I would have won if
No, here's the thing. After everything. So let's say V, you'd have picked Knoxville. Let's just say you'd have picked Knoxville.
Okay.
You and Ray would have been tied for first at 10-4.
Wow.
But because you didn't give me an answer, that puts you at 9-4.
That's crazy.
So technically, that's why I asked, are we giving Ray Stardust? Because if not,
no, I won. No. No, I'm kidding. We gonna let
it's a conspiracy against him.
We gonna let Ray have.
So the end result is Ray got first, Dom got second, I got third with 9-4. Mike was fourth at 8-6.
I suck.
No, I'm sorry. V was third with 9-4.
Yeah.
Mike was fourth with 8-6. I was fifth, and Darrell was 500 with 7-7.
I demand a recount. But no, it's all good. It's all good. So
I put time into this, damn it.
That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations to Ray. Congratulations to Ray.
So
you're gonna let you have it this time because they are the same person this time.
Yes. Shout out to Ray. He won on a technicality, but shout out to Ray.
Very much.
All right. So what are we giving WrestleMania as a whole here? Because it is late. What are we giving WrestleMania?
To be real honest, to be real frank, to be real Frank and Beans.
Frank and Beans.
Frank and Beans. Yeah, that's the ultimate hood.
I am gonna give WrestleMania a near fall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the good outweighed the bad.
Yeah.
And I was thoroughly, very, very sports much entertained.
Yeah.
And,
Ray is very happy about his award that he doesn't get. but
yeah, Razor Ramon pose down.
Yeah. Hey y'all.
Hey yo.
Hey y'all.
Hey yo.
I can't, y'all. But yeah, near fall. I was really entertained by WrestleMania.
I was too. I'm giving it an earful as well. I thought this was a really solid WrestleMania, one of the best in a few years. Like, memorable stuff, things for everybody. The celebrities they used this year actually put in the time and the effort and the work. I didn't think there was really a bad match on the show. Even the New Day match, like it didn't need to happen, but it wasn't like it was bad. It just didn't need to happen. Yeah, near full for me. I thought this was a great WrestleMania overall.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get Bond before John rates it. Give me 1 second. Got a B minus.
Minus?
From Bond.
Wow.
All right, I mean,
So would that be a C?
C plus?
No.
C plus?
Yeah,
B minus?
He gives it an earful.
All right.
No, I'm serious. The next comment.
Yeah, Ray says I give it an earful. I slept through some of the matches. All right. Bonji says nearful. Okay, so it's pretty good around the board here that this was a good WrestleMania. If you guys didn't check it out. Oh, wait a minute. John and Ray.
Yeah,
Wait.
didn't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I'm giving it a 3 count.
Woo! All right.
I was excuse me. Like V said, the good outweighed the bad, but it was the small things. It was the Pat McAfee. It was the entertainment I got out of Knoxville. It was the fact that I got an actual match from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
That outweighed the New Day match. That outweighed, even though it was good, it outweighed the SmackDown Tag Title match.
Yeah.
The RKO off the top by Riddle.
Crazy.
All of that stuff. And then on top of that, you put Edge and AJ. You put Cody and Seth. You put Reigns and Lesnar. Who else is on that card? You put Miz and Paul and the Mysterios. You put Cody and Rollins. You put that on top of everything I said before.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't go wrong. You gave me wrestling and you gave me sports entertainment. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like one outweighed the other. You satisfied me. You checked all my boxes. So I give it a 3 count.
I'm with you. And even with my near fall, it's very close to a 3 count. I think that this WrestleMania, like overall, both nights combined, I think that they're talking about it being up there with some of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. I think there's an argument to be made for it. I think it is. I think it's an argument to be made for it. Again, we'll let time tell and see how this is perceived, years from now. But yeah, I thought this was a really solid WrestleMania. Really solid. Okay. We got through WrestleMania. Any quick Raw notes before because I know we gotta hold on. This is the most stupendous. I see what you did there. Raw. Okay, Bianca had a crazy black eye. Raw was awful.
It was awful, but
wow.
Veer finally came.
He finally
left
came.
the mess in the ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. Yes, he.
The pins up aggression, Jesus.
He let it all out on the Mysterio. Oh.
Yeah, he blew his jaw on the Mysterio.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then guess what? Johnny gets to come again next week. He's gonna come against Rey Mysterio.
Woo!
Finally. Oh man. Well, yes.
Now I'm upset. Now I'm upset. We have no more Veer coming jokes.
Yeah. It was a fun run. We had a couple of months.
It was a good run.
It was the end of an era.
Yeah. Well,
we dragged that out.
So did he. Oh man, Ray says I'm just waiting for that WrestleMania that outdoes 17, 19, and 22. Yeah, those are some really solid WrestleManias. Really, really solid. I would add 30 to that list as well. Just the Daniel Bryan story with Bryan facing Triple H and then going into the main event and beating Batista and Randy Orton. He beat all of Evolution in the same night. I think that was a really good WrestleMania. We might do that. Me and Via talk about it. We might do our like greatest WrestleManias or top 5 or something like that. We might do that somewhere down the line, or greatest moments or something like that. We'll do that. But yeah, I think that was a really solid WrestleMania as well. 22 was really good. 19 also very good WrestleManias. Elias. Hold on. And Elias is still Elias until he convinced me to believe Ezekiel. That may not happen, so he will always be Elias. Yeah. So we had some guy claiming to be Elias's younger brother come out on Monday Night Raw against Kevin Owens. And he swears that he's not Elias, but he looks exactly like Elias. And even Kevin Owens said, Elias? You know what I'm saying? And the crowd was doing the whole walk with Elias, which was pretty cool.
They should have kept
It's gonna be real funny when Ezekiel's in the middle of a match and Elias really walks down to the ring. We're gonna be like, what?
If they pull that off,
first of all, is he a twin?
No.
We don't know.
No,
he's not a twin.
No, he's not a twin. No,
is he a twin?
Guys. No, it's Elias, guys.
I don't even know it was Elias. Because when I saw him, I was like, is that Elias?
He put on some pounds though.
Because when I saw Ezekiel, I'm like,
Jackson. In the gym.
I was thinking Ezekiel. I just popped because I was thinking Ezekiel Jackson too when I saw Ezekiel pop across the screen.
Yeah, Raw was just bad. It was bad.
Well, the Raw after WrestleMania didn't really lead up to anything for the upcoming year like it usually does. It hasn't. You know what? Raws after WrestleMania like for the last few years haven't really been that special. I mean,
we got no debuts, no returns.
Yeah.
Well,
biased, but
and then Veer came.
But we knew Veer was.
But we already knew that.
Yeah, we could sense that Veer was getting ready to come.
You sensed it and prepared for it.
Yeah. We just say we braced for it. I'm sorry. All right. Oh man. At least he let us know when he was coming.
Okay.
He told.
All right.
All right. Okay, I'm done. All right. What else happened on the show? I'm doing this off of memory.
It was just bad. I tapped out.
Cody, you tapped out. Cody cut a good promo though.
Cody
does that. I mean, Cody's gonna cut a good promo. I'm wondering. It was funny because they was like messing with him, because his pyro didn't hit right away, and when it did hit, you could see him kind of chuckle, like, yeah, yeah. How long until he loses the platform that raises him and all the pyro and all the lights and everything, and then they change his name to Bodie Rhodes or something like that. Bodie, I don't know, like something stupid like that.
Brody Codes.
Yeah, right. Brody Codes.
Coldust. Anyway.
Coldust.
Oh
wow, Coldust.
Honestly, I think they should keep Cody the way he is. It works. It's over.
Yes.
It's not broken. Don't fix it.
Bonji says 6 weeks. So, all right. Jonathan asked earlier, where does Roman go? What happens next? Now, I think it's Cody. I think he got to go and it's got to start going in that direction. He already, like, from his promo, you could see that he's going after that world title, and he should be. He's at that level now that he should be going after the world title.
Now, my question is he going after both or just one?
It's a good question. I mean, I would assume both.
Well, aren't they unified? Isn't it one belt?
That's what I'm saying. I think I would assume both since they're
unified. Are they
now.
Introducing a new belt? Because when they said they're unifying the titles, they weren't really specific. So, are they gonna?
So what? Now it's like AEW. One is the WWE Championship, and the other one is the interim WWE Championship.
All right, like, oh man, that was so stupid when they was doing that with the TNT Championship. But nah, I don't know. I think Cody will probably go after both titles. Like if he beats Roman, he gets both for the championships, and then maybe they'll they'll just use one of them. I don't know, but
So it's kind of what it was when who was it that before they came out with that big W belt and they had WCW's version, they had Big Gold and then they had the WWE title.
Yeah. Yep. Like kind of like
that.
Yeah. And I mean, they may split them somewhere down the line. Also, if Roman's like, listen, I'm not working both of these shows every week. Like, they might decide to do that. But I could see. Well, Bonji says either Cody or Andrew McIntyre. Well, I don't think Cody is gonna go after the world title right away. I think if you know what happened at the dark match, if anybody's been paying attention, he actually faced Kevin Owens in the dark match this past week. Usually that's a good indication of where they're gonna go on TV in the future. So I could see Cody and Kevin Owens feuding for a little bit. Get Cody a win over Kevin Owens or something like that, and then we start moving towards Roman Reigns. For right now.
So you don't think there's any follow-up with Seth?
They could. It could be Seth first and then Kevin. I just don't think that Roman and Cody are gonna happen right now. I think that's
definitely a SummerSlam situation.
Right. I can see that happening at SummerSlam. I think McIntyre is the immediate plan for Reigns. I think that's where we're going here. Yeah, I know. Let me get to some of the comments here. I was watching an interview though where Cody said that he originally loved the Stardust gimmick, but the constant evolutions of his character made him tired of it. Yeah. I mean, I could see him. He was having fun with Stardust. Ray also said that was by Ray. Ray also says when it comes to the TNT title and the interim TNT title, I think there was something going on behind the scenes.
That did involve Cody. Can't front.
Yeah. Ray also adds Cody and Roman seems more like Royal Rumble 2023. Really? You think they're gonna wait that long for Cody and Roman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you got to strike the iron while it's hot with Cody. Cody is the hottest thing in wrestling right now.
You think they're gonna stretch Roman 2 straight years?
Well,
that means he'd have been the champion. What's 365 times 2? 730 days.
You're better at the maths than I am. So I'm taking your word for it.
They could.
365 and 2, 730.
Quick math. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so they're gonna stretch Roman out as a champion for 730 days without him having any kind of.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about.
I mean, stretch him out till Veer comes. Okay, I'm done.
Wait, what happened? You said that. Oh man! All right. Okay.
That was my last one. That was my last one.
Okay.
I tried to hold it in, but I couldn't.
Like
so.
Oh, all right, okay, all right. We have too much fun at Bear's expense. Because he'll probably be buried in like 3 weeks. But anyway,
absolutely.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I can see WWE giving Roman a 3-year reign. Hence the name Roman Reigns. I see what you did there.
They could. But my question would be: would fans turn on him?
Yes.
Yeah, not in a good way. Like now he's getting booed the right way. He's getting booed for the right reasons.
Yeah.
like you said, Mike, too much of a good thing is never a good thing.
Right.
So it's kind of like perfect example. I don't know if you watch the WWE Evil series.
I haven't saw it.
So they did one on Hulk Hogan. And I know, but I'm just using that as an example because it's a perfect example.
Yeah.
WWF wore out the Hulkamania gimmick so much to the point where people started getting tired of it and they started booing it because Evolution kept moving and people started getting interested in more stuff, and the Hulkamania gimmick got tired to people. That's what I think. If you leave Roman Reigns in this situation or in this gimmick storyline for that length of a time, people are going to get tired of it, and they're going to be like, "Well, he done beat everybody. Well, god darn, he faced Brock Lesnar 12 times. He beat Cody 4 times.
Yeah.
The Rock came back and he beat The Rock. Who else is he going to beat?" At that point, they're going to be like, "All right, I'm sick of it." So it's got to be some kind of break in between.
I think so too. I think Cody's the guy to do it though.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, because my whole thing is, I had a feeling that they were gonna elongate his reign to see if they can get The Rock.
Yeah, I can see him keep. That's why I think they're gonna split the titles. I think they're gonna split the titles where Roman still keeps one of them, but he loses the other one at some point.
But then that completely mutes the point of having a title unification.
Yeah, but it's the same thing they did with, what was it, Orton and Cena back in, what was it, 13?
Yeah.
They eventually split the titles again. So it's like, I get what you're saying, but WWE. Yeah, I can see the fans turning on Roman, but when has the WWE consistently listened to the fans? Not since '99. But yeah, I agree. I think that Roman is at a good spot right now where the fans are booing him because they actually like him. They're booing him out of respect because Roman wants them to boo him. So we're booing him out of respect, not because we don't like him. We're booing him because he's.
They didn't boo him in Dallas on Raw. He got a pop.
Yeah, I know. They acknowledged him. And let's just mention how stupid that was. Like, Roman, they made us wait 3 hours for Roman, right? For Roman basically to come out there and tell us to, watch SmackDown.
Tune into SmackDown.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the whole segment. Watch SmackDown. And acknowledge me.
They did that because they're probably running some more tests.
Oh, on his shoulder.
Well, Bonji is. Didn't we say he was going to get Bonji on the show? I think Bonji and who wanted to. I feel like somebody wanted to debate Bonji on Roman Reigns, but we gotta hook that up one of these days. We gotta definitely hook that
I think that might have been one of the guys from the
from Powerbomb Jutsu.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta hook that up. We'll arrange that. We'll make that happen. Especially since Bonji and Ray are gonna have a podcast, we'll definitely do some work there. Bonji's booing him because he doesn't like him. Ray says Cody just doesn't seem like main event caliber to me.
Wow.
Maybe a high mid card, but Cody just doesn't draw on any promotion. I beg to differ. Cody is only entertaining because he went rogue and did it publicly. I think for a while Cody was one of the biggest stars in AEW. I think at one point he might have been the biggest star at AEW. And this is a company that had Moxley and Jericho both on the same roster, and Omega. At one point, Cody, listen, I was in DC for the very first show. Cody got a monster reaction from that audience. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Cody can be a main event level talent in WWE, but they have to just let him go. Let him be the same Cody that he was in AEW before the end. The same Cody that he was in AEW. Let him be that Cody, and he can be a main event caliber.
He was the star that left him in the dust. That's what
I like that line. I like that line.
Yeah, I like.
He was big, but he was big not only in AEW.
Ring of Honor, New Japan, all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, John kind of paused there, but yeah, I think he was getting to. Oh, you kind of paused there. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Right. I said all of that stuff he did after that first departure of WWE brought him to where he is now. He put in work on independent.
He did.
Like we said, Ring of Honor, Japan. He helped basically form the promotion who a lot of people thought might overtake WWE.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't based on your wrestling ability that you say he's a main eventer, just the fact that he just the fact that the question that WWE might be in trouble because of a promotion he formed is enough to put you on the map and put your name in people's mouths.
Yeah.
So, I'm and plus it's a new face in WWE.
Exactly.
In the main event scene, it's somebody we haven't seen in a long time.
Right.
It's somebody like V said, we're tired of Brock Lesnar. We're tired of Goldberg. Who are you gonna bring back next? Ric Flair? No.
Oh no, please no.
We are tired of seeing the old timers get all the title shots. Bring me a new face that's going to be able to keep up with a Roman Reigns. That's going to be able to go wire to wire, so to speak, with a Roman Reigns. Cody's that perfect person.
Yeah. And honestly, I think Cody and Seth had it's a debate between Cody and Seth and Becky and Bianca as the best match of WrestleMania.
Entire WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's definitely 1A, 1B.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way you look at it. Okay. Ray asked, but do you think Cody over time just loses his shine? Anybody can though. If they're not booked the right way, is it possible it happens to him? Yeah. But anybody, that could happen to anybody. It's all about the booking, I believe. Ray also says, yeah, Cody did all those things, but it's the rebel behavior that made the fans excited. But you know what? He found a way to get over. And that's what this business is about. Like, go out and get over. Even if you're not, like I said, Cody's not like the best wrestler in the world or whatever, or the best promo, or he's not like the best, but it's not about who's really and truly the best. It's about who can get over. And I think Cody got over. You know, and he did it on his own.
Right. Cody is a heartstrings puller.
Mm-hmm.
Cody won't cut a promo. What do you say, V? Words. I know them.
Yeah.
Cody is not one of those scathing promo wrestlers. Cody pulls at your heartstrings. Yeah. Like literally when he was doing that promo on Raw, I felt that promo. Because he brought in his father, and he brought in the fact that his father beat Hulk Hogan in Madison Square Garden. But then he was like, well, Dad, why don't you have the title? Because I think he won on like a count out or his qualification like that. So you can't win the title like that. And then he goes into like, because that happened to my father, I'm on a mission to bring a world title to the Rhodes family. That pulled in me. I'm like, yo, this is like decent. That's the different kind of thing. When you pull in somebody's heartstrings, you can't fail because you make them feel you. It's not like something that was written backstage and you memorize it and you go out and say it. You're like speaking from literally like a shoot heart promo type thing, and you pull fans in. And once you got them, you got them.
And everybody loves Dusty Rhodes, so that's
exactly you can't lose.
Really an easy baby face right there. Everybody loves Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, right. And honestly, as long as they let Cody continue to cut promos from his heart, you know what I'm saying? Independently, he's going to be fine. Once they start trying to write stuff for him, that's when it might get a little, crazy. Antoine had a good comment. It worked for Matt Cardona. Yes, Matt Cardona's doing – well, pal. Matt Cardona is doing some of the best work – I'm no selling it. Some of the best work of his career on the independents. And I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Cardona. Yeah, right. Smack. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. You said the microphone did the Vince. Oh man.
Ooh, ashes, they all fall down.
All right. But yeah, I'll say this. But yeah, like just addressing the Matt Cardona thing. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Cardona actually made it back to WWE because of all of the stuff he's doing on independents. He's doing great. Him and Chelsea.
And it's an exact replica of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Yes, the formula. Exactly.
It's the exact formula. Mm-hmm. Matt Cardona was doing nothing in WWE, went somewhere else, made a name for himself, won titles, put promotions on the map with GCW, and now he's the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Crazy,
He's going out killing it right now. And when he comes back to WWE, they're gonna pop the same way for him that they did for Cody.
Yeah, I can see it. Bonji says, I don't like Cody because he's a hypocrite. I'll never leave AEW for life. 3 years later, I'm back with AEW. I mean, It's wrestlers lie. Like I don't know what else. I don't know what else to
I
say.
mean,
Like
wrestlers lie and also checks clear.
Yes,
right,
everybody's got a price.
right.
No.
I see what you did. Yeah. Little $1 million man there. All right. Is there anything else that we have to cover before we
No,
get up on this? No. Yeah. All right.
no.
No, because
Yeah.
you're 30 minutes away from 3 hours, pal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're 10 pal.
We ain't doing
All
a show
right.
next week. No, I'm not.
Wrap it up,
I'm not no, we okay. Wrap it up then, right? All
Wrap
right.
it up,
I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, listen,
All right.
everybody. Thank you all for joining us this week. For our WrestleMania reaction show. We are nothing without you guys, so we really appreciate it. Of course, it goes without saying. John, aka DJ Knuckles, aka JPS Music, you know what I'm saying? In the building. We appreciate you holding it down like always. Bon G,
Always, brother.
Ray, Antoine's new. I don't remember speaking to you before, so thank you for watching the show and commenting and everything like that, and spread the word. We appreciate you. Couple of things coming up. Make sure that you guys tune in to AEW Rampage. I believe next week there is a world title match that's supposed to be happening in a Texas Tornado match. So stay tuned for that. It's Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. We'll talk about that after it happens. If you're in the New York City area, please come through to Battle Club Pro. It goes down 420 in Brooklyn.
So much.
Hit me
Plant
up.
medicine.
Hit me up. Hit up Joe Kim. Hit up Janelle from HR. If you guys want any more information on Battle Club Pro in the New York area, Go for the Pin, our official sponsors for that show, and specifically for Tasha Steelz versus Edith Surreal. So and I will be in the building early that night and be representing Go for the Pin like only I can. So make sure that you guys come through to that show if you can. It is during the week. It is an early start time, guys. So the show starts at 6:30. If you can get there on a Wednesday, come through. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And that's it. John, promote everything that you got, brother.
JPS Music on JPS Music on most social media outlets. Mikey Q says I'm JPS Music 15 on Twitter, so I'll believe him. I am lowercase DJ _ Knuckles on Instagram. I'm also JPS Music 15 on Instagram. And spoiler alert, the DJ battle I mentioned about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yes.
We are doing it. We just need to find a place.
Okay.
So we just need to find where we're gonna have it. If we're gonna have it in the south, or we're gonna have it in the north, or we're gonna meet in between. We just have to. We're collaborating with a lot of different motions are going on right now, because we talked about North Carolina, we talked about Virginia, we talked about New York, Jersey, we talked about Atlanta, we talked about possibly Florida. So we're measuring everything, but it is going to happen. We just don't know when. Once we get a place, we'll figure out when. So I'm really happy about that. Stay tuned to my Instagram about that. I'll be posting some stuff once we get all our ducks in a row and cross our T's and dots our I's. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited about this show. You guys are killing it.
Thank you, bro.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I love being on this show every time I'm on here. It's a pleasure to be on this show and just share this stage and talk wrestling with you guys. And like, much success to y'all. As long as I'm alive, I'm watching.
Oh, that means so much to us, man. Thank you.
Because this is dope. I love it so much.
Thank you, bro. And you've been such a great addition to the show, a great help to the show.
Unofficial third member.
Right, yeah, definitely. Ray does have a final question. I want to, I do want to. I'll let V answer this.
Okay, so Ray asked, how do you feel about so many Black women in wrestling having titles in 3 different promotions also? Years ago, I probably would have said, this is really happening.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be seeing this. So we have Tasha Steelz, the Impact, Knockouts champion. We have Jade being the TBS champion. We have Bianca being the Raw Women's champion, and Naomi and Sasha being the Women's Tag Team champions. I forgot the name of the damn titles. And you know,
that damn
in the
plant
whole
medicine. I know.
goddamn plant. I've been fighting some damn plant medicine. Anyway, not today, but it's really amazing how we still have farther to go. You know, and representation is very, very nuanced and can be very, very tricky. In anything, not just in wrestling, because not all skin folk. And to see it and to see it happen to black women specifically is refreshing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about time because back then when I first started watching, it was just Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Then it was Jacqueline and Jazz,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was just Alicia,
Right.
Yeah.
and then Alicia and Layla, if you count Layla.
I counter.
I also count her. I don't know how she no, but then again, I don't know how she identifies. Um, and then Alicia, Layla, Naomi, and
Mm-hmm.
Cameron.
Yeah.
To see that progression from just one, to just two, too many, and so many women on the indies are killing it. And to see the uptick in the uptick of black women in wrestling is a great thing to see. The Big Swoles, the Savannah Evans, the Willow Nightingales, who I love, the Red Velvets, the Kiera Hogans. It's refreshing. The Trisha Doras. I'm so sorry, the Mia Yims. I'm trying to name as many people as I can without really forgetting anybody.
That's
But
president.
yes, and to see all of these black women in wrestling is something that's amazing. Because now
Yeah.
you see little black girls with, the braid, with the glow,
Yeah.
with the rings, and it's it's something that I guess us and we've had The Rock and Henry. To see more representation for black women is really amazing. That's all I got.
Definitely. Couldn't put it better. Ray, thank you. Thank you. You've been so much a part of the show as well. So we appreciate you. You're welcome on the show anytime. That is it. That is all.
Yes.
Go for the pin show on go for the pin
Twitter.
underscore show
Oh God.
on
Okay, I'll do it.
yeah.
So go for the
I'm trying to
pin
get us
show
out of
on
here.
Twitter and go for the pin underscore show on Instagram. I am King V, the underscore the ruler on Instagram, and underscore watch my throne on Twitter. And Mike.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Yep.
It's DJ Mikey Q on Twitter and Mike underscore EQ on Instagram. That is it. That is all. We will see you guys next time. But go for the pin. Thank you all. Have a good evening. Later.